Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel, and today I'm going to be talking about what has been keeping my skin clear post-Accutane. Now, I said that I wasn't going to make another Accutane video, but I really think that this needs to be said because I don't think it's talked about enough. But for me personally, after I stopped taking Accutane, my skin was flawless for the first year after I took Accutane or finished Accutane. But after that year, I noticed that my acne started coming back, and not at the severity that it was, not at the severity that it was before, but I would have blemishes or minor breakouts here and there. So today I'm going to be talking about what I do to control that, and if you want to find out if you are on Accutane or if you're post-Accutane, then just keep on watching. I also want to say that I do have social media if you want to follow it, and if you haven't already, please like this video down below and hit the subscribe button. So like I was saying, post-Accutane, within a year post-Accutane, my skin was perfectly clear, and I'm talking about no blackheads, no blemishes, no cystic acne, no whiteheads. It was phenomenal. And then after a year, I started noticing I would get blackheads again, or I would get white pimples, or I would sometimes get cystic acne. And it's really hard to deal with when you have already been through the Accutane journey to say, okay, well now my acne is kind of coming back and there are steps to combat it. But I do want to say this is for someone who has successfully gone through Accutane. So if you've gone through taking Accutane 40 milligrams a day or higher, you have long-lasting results. Keep that in mind. Okay, so this is essentially my morning and night routine. All I do differently with my morning routine is add a SPF moisturizer, so something that has sunscreen in it. It's usually Roche Posay's Acne SPF, so it doesn't clog my pores. But Trader Joe's has an amazing moisturizer. I'll try to put it up here. It is SPF 15, which is not that much, but it is a very amazing light moisturizer that I think is only like $4. Anyways, I will start off my morning just cleansing my face with a toner, or I will go ahead and wash it depending on how I feel. If I'm just using the toner for the morning, I'll use a micellar cleansing water. This is Simple, the brand Simple. You can find it at any drugstore. It's fairly cheap, I'm pretty sure, and it acts as makeup remover as well. So if I'm wearing makeup on, I'll use this with a couple pads to take it off, wash my face, and then use this again as a toner. The next thing I'll do obviously is use a cleanser. I use this essentially morning and night. If not the morning, definitely at night after my skin has been exposed to the events of the day. So, you guys, it is so hot in San Diego. So this is Roche Posay's Purifying Foaming Cleanser, and this is really great. It's for normal to oily skin. And I would even recommend it for sensitive dry skin because I have pretty normal combination dry-ish, more on the dry side skin, and this is just an amazing cleanser. I personally believe gets all the dirt out. It's soap-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free. It's just very, very clean and safe for your skin. And so I would recommend this. They also have a salicylic acid cleanser. Now after I wash my face, I'll either go in with the micellar water, or if I need the double duty when my skin's freaking out, kind of problematic, I will use these oxy pads. Now this is all fairly reasonably priced, what I've showed you this far. This stuff you can get at any drugstore, and it is amazing. Like, let me tell you, these pads clear out everything from your skin. They just look like this, and you wipe it all over your face. Now, I'm all about the clean skincare, clean beauty, and unfortunately this is not technically clean, but sometimes you need the heavy duty stuff. This is the maximum strength version. They also have stuff that is not as drying. And I don't use this every day just for the pure fact that it is very drying, but when I really need to combat acne, this stuff is incredible. And it has 2% salicylic acid, so that's how I'm getting the salicylic acid on my skin. If I don't want to use that toner, if I want to use something else but not as strong as the oxy pads, I'll use Le Roche Posay clarifying solution which instead of 2% salicylic acid, it has only a 0.5% salicylic acid and 2% glycolic acid. So in my opinion, it's not as intense as the Oxy pad, but you can use this more on the everyday basis. And then it is important to keep your skin moisturized, so I like to use Vinosource SOS Serum by Caudalie, and this stuff's amazing. You don't even need moisturizer if you're using the serum, but if you need the extra hydration, of course use a moisturizer. I love any Caudalie moisturizer, but I know that they're expensive, so stick to what works for you guys. I do not recommend anything that's like Cetaphil. Like, you want to stay as clean as possible when it comes to your moisturizers, because that's really what's penetrating the skin and penetrating the pores. I mean, everything is, but you just don't want to use anything that you feel like is like gonna clog your pores, and I feel like this is pretty clean and lightweight, which is why I like it. This is another serum by Caudalie that I really like. This is the Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. Now, I know that people can classify this as a brightening serum, and I know that is very problematic, especially when it comes to colorism and lightening your skin. I personally don't think that's its use or what it's used for, to make you look like a different skin color. I think it evens out your complexion, and I think that any person can benefit from it. I notice a huge difference when I use this. My skin texture looks phenomenal compared to when I don't. So although this is expensive, it will last you a while if you use it sparingly, and it is worth the try for your skin. Lastly, for some tips, I think it's important to know what type of acne you have and where it's coming from, or what causes your acne. For some people it's bacterial, so that means you need to be changing your pillowcases, you need to be cleansing your phone every day, in terms of not obviously washing it, but using a wipe, a Clorox wipe or something, so that you get the bacteria off. You need to be washing your hands, not touching your face, things like that. If you have hormonal acne, I know a lot of women who take birth control. I know that it messes with your hormones sometimes, and it's a very controversial medicine, but it can help with hormonal acne, so that is something to look into as well. And then I would also recommend drinking a ton of water still. Just because you are off Accutane doesn't mean that you shouldn't drink a lot of water. It is very, very important to keep your skin hydrated. That's what helps get rid of fine wrinkles. Your body needs water, so get that water in. Make sure that you're taking vitamin D, make sure that you're exercising and taking care of your body, and when you exercise, make sure that you wash your face right away, and even your body, because I will notice if I don't, like if I exercise and then I'll make a meal and then shower, that leaves room for getting acne, because the sweat, you know, seeps into your pores and then you break out. It's not fun. So if you're prone to acne, make sure you take that precaution and wash your face and your body right after you work out if you're able to. Stress is a huge factor as to why I get acne personally, that and hormonal. So for me, I try to de-stress or reduce my stress level. Like when I'm starting back up on school or when I'm working a ton, I notice I'll break out on my forehead. That's where stress acne tends to go. Hormonal tends to go on your chin. For me, you know, that involves exercising, taking care of my mental health, taking breaks, sleeping, talking to friends and family who I love, stuff like that to de-stress. Meditating, if you are a religious person, praying, stuff like that that will help de-stress you. I know a lot of people are wearing face masks, and you should be wearing a face mask if you're staying safe when you go out. You can tend to break out too because of the sweat and just cloth touching your face. I would recommend not wearing makeup if you're someone who wears makeup. Try not to wear makeup when you wear a mask, and right when you take it off, when you get home, wash your face. Use these oxy pads. They really help me when I wear face masks so that I don't get acne, because I did get a cystic zit on my chin from a face mask, so I'm really diligent right now about using this every time I wear a face mask. Anyway, those are my tips and tricks of how to keep your skin under control post-Accutane. Again, this is one of those things where you see amazing results from Accutane for like a year, and then after a year you might see acne start to come back. Obviously not in the way it used to, as badly as before, but your acne does come back, and that's just life. Well, maybe not for everyone. I don't want to speak for everyone, but from my experience and from people's experiences who I know have taken Accutane, it comes back. My brother took Accutane and his skin is still amazing, but I just know other people who have similar experiences to me. Yeah, so these are the things I've been doing. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps people who are in that post-Accutane phase like myself. Please let me know what you guys think of this video. I try to stay as energetic and precise as possible, I guess to the point as possible. I'm thinking about redoing the best products to use on Accutane, like my hydrating skincare routine, not because anything's inaccurate in that video, but just because people have complained about how slow and nostalgic I was. Oops, I don't mean nostalgic, lethargic, not nostalgic. I was reflecting back. Yeah, that's my personality. I'm trying to hype it up a little bit more for the camera, but to be honest, that's how I speak in person, and yeah, you're getting the real me. And also, people can easily I always speed up videos. Like, I don't have time to watch video. Like, people speed up your videos. If you don't like how slowly I'm speaking, speed it up. Like, it's an easy solution in my personal opinion. I know it's not like that for everyone, but I think it's also good for people who are ESL. Like, I want people who are not native speakers to be able to understand me when I speak slowly, because if I'm watching someone speak French or speak another language that I'm studying, I would hope that they'd speak slowly. I know that's not idealistic. I'm going off into a tangent, but I love you guys so much. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please let me know if you want to see more Accutane content. I can always make more. I just don't want to overkill for those who haven't taken Accutane or not planning on taking Accutane, because it just doesn't appeal to them, and I just want, obviously, to be here for my fellow friends who are taking Accutane, but also cater to people who are not. So yes, let me know if you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.